family, we put a Band-Aid on, but I don't think it's healed. Specifically between me and Yash at this point, I'm nervous about living with them.
And Kimberly is about to know her responsibilities in the household, but she has no clue. And I haven't been open about all this thing with Kimberly. So
what's going on, people? We are back again with another MovingMAD video, and this one right here is all about, well, the most recent episode of The Other Way. And we're going to start off talking about Kimberly and TJ. And as you saw right there off the bat, Kimberly already knows and already acknowledges and already admits that she's married herself into a family where nothing has been repaired. Nothing has been repaired, and the only thing that's happened is that it's all been covered up by a bandage. And you know, sometimes in life a bandage does do the repairs, but not in this situation. Sometimes the bandage, all it really does is cover up the damage, but not actually solve the damage. And the fact that she acknowledges that the situation with TJ's brother Yashi hasn't even improved as well, it makes you sit there and say to yourself, why did you get married? Now we know that she's no longer in India anyway because of the most recent video that we made. And that was no surprise. And this is Exhibit A right here amongst all the other things that we've seen throughout this season that says that getting married was never ever a good idea. But then also on top of that, we've now got TJ talking about the responsibilities are now coming in. But like he's always said throughout the whole season, some responsibilities, I haven't made them known because I don't want to scare Kimberly away. I wanted to feel safe and reassured that everything's going to be A-okay. And in reality, he knows what she's like. The fact that he says, I don't tell her certain things to avoid arguments, it makes you wonder, how did these two, which one has a brain cell? Because both of them have gone into a marriage stupidly. The difference is, though, is that Kimberly has gone into the marriage knowing exactly that it's not going to make her happy. TJ, now, on the other hand, he's gone into it knowing exactly that it's not going to make Kimberly happy. That's why he's withheld information from her. Can we make sense out of that? Because I can tell you this right here, right now, I cannot. It is the most dumbest thing that I am seeing right here, right now. Like, really? You know it's not going to make you happy, and he knows it's not going to make you happy, but you go and do it anyway. Roll on next week with these two. And I'll be honest with you, I am looking forward to the tell-all, not because of the host. I'm looking forward because I'm really curious if at the tell-all, if Kimberly appears in America or if she appears in India. Because we still don't know necessarily when she actually left. But hey, that's just them two. Now let's move on to the next two.
So I wanted to make she kind of happier, you know. I wanted to give her a present. And the best present for her, what can it be? That.
Wild that we have been sleeping on the couch for a week and a half at this point. So I'm really relieved that he finally is getting us a new bed.
You know, last night you told her that you were going to make a post.
Yeah.
And she took a photo of us.
Yeah.
And you didn't post it.
In front of my sister, Sarper promised to make a post of us, and he didn't follow through.
I will post right now, in front of your eyes, yeah.
Before Shiraya came to Turkey, buying a bed, posting something, I didn't want. I tried to fight as much as I can.
Please, here.
Are you okay?
I love when you smell like this, you know.
Thanks. Thanks, babe.
Sarper posting the photo, it's nice. He's clearly a man of his word. He's doing what he promised, and that's just one thing that we can check off the list.
I have seen so many different relationships in my lifetime, both on TV and both in real life. And I don't know if this one is the most stupidest of relationships that I have seen. I mean, listen, we have seen relationships that are just based on pure gaslighting, manipulation, backstabbing. We've seen it all with just crazy, crazy things that are far worse than this. But you know when something is just lame and just stupid, and you're just like, can somebody please make sense of this actual relationship? Like, what the flip is going on? And what I'm saying is, we've got a relationship where a gift to his woman is a bed. Because the bed he had before, he had slept with so many women that the bed needed a new one. Well, that she needed a new bed, which makes sense. So I'm not necessarily saying that that level is stupid, but, you know, like, can we just process this though? Like, okay, some people get excited by a bed, I know, but that is based on the circumstance. This circumstance is very, very strange of the bed being a reward to make someone happy. I'm just saying. But that is nothing though, right? That is nothing. But it's weird though, because they've been sleeping on the sofa for a week now, which is even more crazy. And let's be real, unless you're going to a place where you can get the bed delivered straight away, usually when you go and get a bed, it takes quite a while for it to arrive. You know what I mean? It can be weeks upon end depending on what shop you go to. So maybe they've gone somewhere there. But like I said, that's not that much of a strange or weird thing. The thing that's more weird is their whole relationship is determined on a post. on a post. You know, I would kind of expect it from a younger couple of the newer generation, right? Say it'd been a Mary or Brad, I would have kind of expected it. But for people who are not a part of the generation, because like for me personally, I was born in the generation where social media started becoming a thing, right? Anyone before that is kind of like you get used to, right? But you got to think about it. Two people at their age, you think to yourself, wow. So the definition of your relationship, of making her sister happy as well on top of that, is him posting. Now, don't get me wrong, I understand the situation, I understand the circumstance, okay? I understand it's about the fact that he was trying to keep her secret because of the women he was scared of, and I do understand the whole thing around it, but can we just process that we are watching a storyline that is legit based on a man that has slept with tons of women and did not want to post his woman online, and therefore, the only way to make their relationship good, or at least give their relationship a secure path forward, is a post. You see what I'm saying? There are bigger things in this world to worry about, right? And they've made a whole hoo-ha about a post. I mean, I'm not being funny. If you didn't want to do it before you left America, then you should have never left America. Point blank, period. I feel so weird talking about this, and I feel so weird for just blowing the whole thing out of proportion, but it's because I'm just trying to fathom the stupidity behind this. Can somebody please help me out in the comment section with this? Okay? Is this not the most stupidest thing ever? But anyway, we move on to the last couple. Let's get it.
Feel homesick. In America, I worked all the time. I had friends, we did stuff, I went shopping, I was social. And then usually you do make friends at work, but I can't work here, so that's out of the question. And unfortunately, my sister Rose lives so far away, so this is harder than I thought it would be. I don't know if South Africa ever will feel like home. My life's so different and not many friends, and Wayne's the person I fell in love with. I don't know if I can make it work. It's just been a hard adjustment. Yeah.
So Holly is already at the point where she may be considering calling it quits. I mean, listen, making a move is not easy, okay? I mean, for a lot of people, just moving out of their parents' house into their own place that could be around the corner is a hard move. For some people, even moving to a different location within the same country, further away from their friends, family, is a hard thing. But moving all the way to another country is 100% an even harder thing. So I can understand where she's coming from. But the thing is, though, are you telling me that she didn't see the signs coming? I mean, look at it this way. She had to fly there to obviously get married. And when she got married there, it was only her mum that pretty much came anyway. The rest of it was his family. All the signs were in front of her that she was going to be alone, especially after her mum left as well. And she knew that she was never going to be able to work. So my concern is, why didn't she thoroughly think of these things? She knew that working wasn't going to be something that she could do straight away in South Africa. She knew that she wasn't going to have any friends. She knew that she wasn't going to have any family. Now, I'm assuming that she also knew that Wayne's sister was also going to live further away. Why? Because she'd already been to South Africa previously anyway, so she's seen what that's like. And then also on top of that, leaving the house is something that, well, according to Wayne, she can't really do because it's not safe to be out by yourself, especially dressed the way she's dressed. You know, I just really struggle to understand people's life choices in this world. Really, really do. Because they say that when you get older and you become an adult, that's when you're meant to start using your common sense a whole lot more. And that's when you're supposed to, you know, look at everything in front of you and be like, hold on a minute, okay, this isn't going to work, so I have to bounce. Some people are like, actually, you know what, I can adapt and I'll be fine. Is Holly someone that can adapt to certain situations? I get the vibe, no. Now, another thing that I really want to mention, I've been wanting to mention it, but I feel like I haven't had enough concrete to really speak about it. But in this video here, I'm going to mention it a little bit here, and I may mention it again later on in a separate video. But I have noticed that when I looked at Holly in this season, right, okay, she had a certain amount of weight on her body that looked healthy, right? But nowadays on social media, she looks like she's lost even more weight than ever before. So I do worry and I am concerned if this woman has put herself in a position where her mental health is at a place where she just can't handle anything in general, because at the same time, she has made certain comments and posts on her Instagram, or I believe Twitter, TikTok, really talking about how she can't handle all this pressure from the media and people talking about it in a negative way. Wayne's even kind of defended at certain points as well. But throughout that, the way she has looked in those videos has been very, very concerning in my opinion, as if she's somebody that may not actually be eaten. But I'm going to look into that a little bit more, and then I may make a separate video if I feel like I have enough to really talk about that a little bit more, do you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, this is what happens when you don't take into account everything that you have to take into account in life. You know, and what she did not take into account is the fact that she was going to be living in a different country without anyone. And she's going to be doing that for the foreseeable future, because right now, or at least based on their timeline, then Wayne was literally working left, right, and center because he had lost a contract. So therefore, he was getting more jobs here than everywhere. So therefore, he was less at home. So that means she was at home more by herself. And also on top of that, because she can't really mingle with anyone, I can't imagine how that may impact someone like her who's come from the States, come from maybe a city where she's around a lot of people, she's around her family, she had a job where she's obviously hairdresser, so she saw different people come in and out all the time, and now to come into a place where she's completely isolated. So I don't blame her for feeling the way she's feeling, but at the same time though, let's not pretend the signs wasn't there. You guys let me know what you're thinking and we can talk about it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and of course, peace.